Get ready to make some music. Make some music. Music with Mr. C.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another music lesson. Today's music lesson is a music journal, which means we will be learning about a new type of music. Who knows? It might just be your new favorite. So without any further ado, let's get started with our very next music journal.
This is a music journal.
Well, good day to you, children, and welcome to today's music journal, where we will be exploring classical music. Oh, yes. Oh, bravo! Yes, quite good, quite good. Wasn't that simply marvellous? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, the term classical music is often used to refer to all music written between the 1600 and the early 20th century. Classical music is generally considered very sophisticated and elegant. However, there are those who find it rather dull and boring. Perhaps because many classical pieces are quite long and seldom feature any singing in English. However, classical music deserves more credit than it gets, as it is full of excellent musicianship, complexity, artistry, and of course, beautiful melodies. Yeah. When listening to classical music, one might hear a great number of instruments. So many instruments, in fact, that it is more prudent to divide them into instrument families. One might hear the percussion family, and perhaps the woodwind family. And of course, the always lovely brass family. and my personal favourite, the string family. People do not know that there are actually 3 eras of different types of classical music. There is the Baroque era, the Classical era, and the Romantic era. The Baroque era was the oldest era of classical music. It lasted from about 1600 until the 1750s. Music during the Baroque era was often written for smaller groups of musicians, and the instruments looked quite a bit different than they do today. Some of the great composers, or music writers, of the Baroque era include Johann Pachelbel, who wrote the canon we performed earlier, and also Mr. Johann Sebastian Bach, and Vivaldi, who performed this piece called The Four Seasons. After the Baroque era came the Classical era, in which music became a bit more complex. Also, many of the instruments grew to look like what we know today, and the piano was invented during the Classical era. Some of the great classical composers include Mozart and Beethoven, who composed this piece called Für Elise. Finally, in the 1800s, we come to the Romantic era, called so because the music became much more passionate and emotional and expressive, such as this piece called the Cello Concerto in E minor by Mr. Edward Elgar. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, my face hurts. I can't keep waking that face anymore. I hope you've been enjoying listening to some of this classical music. A lot of people don't get a chance to hear it. There's actually some really cool classical music out there. So I would like you guys, you know the drill, go out there and listen to at least 2 pieces of classical music.
There is lots of great music in this genre that you can listen to. If you're looking for a place to start, I made a playlist of some of my favorite music in this style. You can see that playlist by clicking on the link in the description below. Once you've found at least 2 songs that you like, it's time to journal about them. Don't forget to write down the name of each song and the band or artist who performs it. Then, tell me about the song, like, what did it sound like? What did it make you feel or think about? Did you like it? Maybe even draw a picture, and most importantly, tell me what makes music in this genre different than other types of music.
Okay, boys and girls, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoy listening to some classical music. It's a lot cooler than some people give it credit for. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Quick, boys and girls, I'm fading away into nothingness, but you can save me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel, and go to my Patreon page. Oh, hurry before it's too late! Oh, poop.
Did you do it?